Don't crash out, crash out. Don't crash out, crash out. Sometimes you just gotta laugh so you don't gotta post bail. Cause you know you'll take it too far and then you end up in jail. Don't crash out, crash out. Don't crash out, crash out. Yeah!
But aren't you a damsel in distress?
I'm a damsel. I'm in distress. I can handle this. Have a nice day.
I feel like you're just here for the zip line.
What?
These are called Maxi Muffin Chocolate Intense. They're made from Coup de Pays. It took me 3 days and 4 phone calls, but I found the recipe. So in case somebody can't get a medal, come here, they can at least get a muffin. Let's make them. First, you want to add 3/4 cup of milk, a 1/4 cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of instant coffee into a saucepan and let it go to a simmer. Now add a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. Now add a 1/2 cup of chocolate chunks and a stick of butter. Transfer it to a bowl and let it cool for a little bit. Next, in a separate bowl, you want to mix 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. In a separate bowl with your chocolate, you want to add a 1/2 cup of packed dark brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of regular sugar, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil or canola oil, 2 room temperature eggs, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Get that in there. Next, you want to add about 1/3 of your flour mixture and then mix it around. Next, you're going to put the rest of the flour in and mix it around with a folding spatula. Make sure you don't overmix it. Next, add 1/3 cup of the chocolate chunks and then fold it in. Bake at 375 degrees for 24 minutes. For the filling, it's a 1/2 cup of heavy cream, a 1/4 cup of chocolate chunks, and a pinch of salt. Here's what they look like after. We're gonna put the filling inside. Here you go, here's the Olympic brownie. That is good. I can see why everybody in the villa is obsessed. This is good. Give it a try. Oh my goodness.
Felt like Coliseum. He said I could do it too. I'm more than I believe him. I built a path of freedom cause of words that he said. Give a fuck about tradition. Stop impressing the dead. I'm gon' make it out. Promise I'm gon' make it out. Mama, I'm gon' make it out. Pussy, I'm gon' make it out. I ain't never had a doubt inside me. And if I ever told you that I did, I'm fucking lying. Can you feel that light inside? Can you feel that fire?
Dripped out hippo, nicknamed Drippo, heaviest chain, best fits in the bizzo. Hippos online say, oh, he's cringy. Drippo don't mind, he knows he's Timothy. Habitat hype beast, dressed up nicely, keeps it on the low and lets the look speak. High key, when it gets hot, Drippo stunting in the mud. Swamp stomp starts, Drippo stunting in the club. When that new drops, Drippo stunting on the plug. Drippo stunting right now, not because he wanted, just because he got an animal style. In and out, in and out, animal style, in and out. He got an animal style, in and out, in and out, animal style, in and out. Freshwater option, they still get salty. Ice so cold, Drippo's honks get frosty. How we keep the headpiece mint condition. How we got the hot pink limited editions. Hippo's muck spread, Drippo tuck spreads, Hippo smack talk, Drippo catwalks. High up on the food chain, that's facts. Trying to find a new thing, that tracks. Are we shining 2 chains? That's class. Tie-dye top 2 tame, that's cap. You got animal style, in and out, in and out. Animal style, in and out. He got an animal style, in and out, in and out. Animal style, in and out.
Say if it hasn't happened yet, then maybe you should go. Come get me out.
Fun fact, I used to work at a boutique and we would make bows for gift wrapping, and I was sick at it. I was great at it. So I'm going to teach you how to do it in the spirit of Christmas. So you're going to do 2 body lengths. I'm 5'5". Honestly, just do what feels best. You know? Cut it. This is the important part. You're going to bring up a side and put it right there. Hold it down. Your bow will be about that big around. So if you want it bigger, just do bigger. If you feel like you didn't get enough ribbon, go smaller. And then you get tape. This isn't the best tape for it, but it works. I usually like the clear tape. It does the best. But that's all we have on hand. And then you roll it up. More is not less. I love when a ribbon or when a bow has a bunch to it. It's prettier. All right, now that it looks like that, you're going to press down the center again where your tape is, or no, not where your tape is. To be honest, it doesn't matter. You can do it any way you want. And then smash the edges. If you don't smash the edges, it's honestly better, but I'm not that evolved, so. And then you want to cut a triangle, but leave a bit in the center. You see? You'll figure it out. You'll get the hang of it, and then it'll be fun. And then you get a little bit of this stuff. I don't know what it is. Sorry. And then you take your 2 ends and tie a double knot. Like really tight as you can get it, because you're gonna be pulling on the, you can buy these, but honestly. And then I take these 3 and I pull it like that. I don't know why, I just always did. And then you take the inside one, pull it out and go up, and then do it to the bottom one, but go down. So it's like, you'll have to mess with them in a second, so it doesn't really matter how perfect you get it. Don't worry. You'll survive. And then you have this one, this one. You're just alternating, going down and up. Always start going, do your first one up. Then you'll get something that looks like this, okay? I stepped on it and it made it all gross. Let me go see if I have a gift. And then you cut. Then you tape. Like this. Then that is when you get, make sure these strings are a little long. I just basically did myself dirty on this one because, but you can always hold it and kind of look at your bow and see if it looks good. Okay, now you can put this on. So basically you have to, I didn't leave enough room for me, but you slip it underneath the ribbon. Gee whiz. Tie it real tight. And then if it bows up like this, you just get a piece of tape and just tape it down right where it's starting to bow. then it won't do that. And then you can play with your bow some more. Ta-da! It's not the best one I've ever seen, but...
You want cross pants? I know you do. Why else are you here? But real, I don't know where to start. It's okay, my child. I will help you. Part 1 of I don't know. Okay, pretty obvious, but to start off, you need pants. Like trousers, shorts, jeans, whatever. Just go to a charity shop and get something. Make sure they're comfortable and not stretchy because you'll be sewing into them. Really use whatever material you like. Like I got denim, I got leather, I got my old school trousers, I got skulls. Next, all you need to do is just cut up that fabric and sew it onto your trousers. You can put punk ideologies on it. You can put bands on it. Fuck, why did I shake you? You can put bands on it. Don't be a Nazi and put that on it. You can put crossed bands on it. That's important if you don't want little elitist wankers coming up to you and being like, you're not a real punk, because that will happen. I promise you it will. Now, I personally don't care what you add. A lot of punks won't care what you add, as long as they're not like Nazis. Add whatever you want. The most important thing, you listening, don't buy anything new. Don't do it. Don't buy it new. Don't go on Amazon, search up materials and fabrics. You go charity shopping. You go second hand. You do all that fun stuff. Like this bike chain, it's a bike chain. It's not a chain. If you want the cool things, go on Vinted or like Depop. You know, that's fine. I'll allow you to do that. If you start buying things new, it defeats the entire purpose of cross pants. Maybe you live in the middle of nowhere and you can't get these type of things. Hardware stores, they're okay. You can go there. I'll forgive you, okay? You see the patches that I have? They're all hand painted, you know, do that. Though I personally prefer the weird things anyway. Like I have shoes, I have a t-shirt or 5, you know, the weird stuff. I know for a fact that I'll get someone in my comments going, I don't see any punk bands. There's no punk bands. Why do you only have metal bands? Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I mean, I have these weird goofy things all over my trousers. You know, that's what makes them original. That's why any DIY is so cool. You have so much creative freedom. Anyway, thank you for watching this very peculiar video. Tell me if there's anything else you want to know or do or figure out, or tutorial. See ya!
You'll see me, but it's the last time that filthy scum has gotta go. By tonight, it will be over. Never killed, but now I have to. Time to make and cry to pay. I won't get to heaven. Why not
Do y'all want to know how I learned to make my super thick eyebrows disappear? Well, I'm going to teach you my process because it took me a really long time to perfect. Here are all the things you're going to need. You're going to want an Elmer's glue stick, an orange color corrector, some concealer, some setting powder, some cotton pads, a comb, and rubbing alcohol. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our rubbing alcohol, put a little bit on a cotton pad, and then we're just going to get all of the oils out of our brows. Once the alcohol is fully evaporated, you're going to take your glue stick and you're just going to really get it in there. You want to go in a circular motion like this so that it gets all over all of the hairs, which ends up looking pretty fun. Now, you take the finer end of your comb and you just comb all of these hairs up like that. As you do this, they might like flop forward, but don't worry about that. Just push them right back up. And if you have excess glue on the comb, just push it right on top like that. Now, once you complete this process, you want to wait until the purple is totally gone because that means that it's dry. And then you're just going to go back in with your glue stick and push up like this and do a second layer. You want to make sure that you're coating every single hair. There is never too much glue in this scenario. Now that it's looking like it's dry, we're going to do a third layer. Now, surely 3 layers is enough, right? No. If you have Grinch eyebrows like mine, you're gonna have to do more than 3. So I'm going in with a 4th right now, waiting for that to dry. Now for the final layer, you're gonna wanna get your setting powder and a little powder puff nearby because what you're gonna do is you're gonna lick the glue, apply it like so. And before that extra moisture dries, you're gonna go in with your powder and just press it in like that. So now you should have this lovely like powdery lump on your head. If you look at it like this, you can really see how much we covered it. And then we get to go in with a color corrector. I don't like to apply this directly because the product is a little wet and sometimes that can mess up the glue. So I like to get some on my finger like this and kind of like get it a little dry before I start to apply it over the dark spots. Once you've gotten all the blue covered, you're gonna go back in with a concealer and just overlay it over the top. And take a dry blender of some sort and blend it out. I have to go in and do a lot of touch-ups during this process, which isn't perfect. And the orange sometimes blends with the concealer, so it gets like a weird tint to it. But you'll see in a second why this isn't a big deal. So now we're here, and you might be thinking to yourself, well, Glenn, those aren't totally fully covered, but that's because we haven't applied our full coverage foundation yet, which looks a little something like this. If you get a really full coverage foundation like this, it's gonna make those brows completely disappear. I mean, what more proof do you need? So that's my tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
A makeup tutorial for the AI apocalypse. Okay, apocalypse is a little dramatic, but this is about how to defeat facial recognition software when it's being weaponized against you in surveillance. This method uses naturalistic blob shapes that intersect any hard edges of your features or the highlight and shadow areas of your face. This particular method is based on the research of Adam Harvey. Every few years he updates his master's thesis called Computer Vision Dazzle. This iteration currently works for all the softwares I tested. I tested on Google Lens, Samsung facial recognition, and an AI facial recognition search engine.
So why am I using black and blue? Just what I had on hand. 2 colors that contrast that I already had on hand. What brands am I using? The ones I currently had on hand. What brands should you use? Whatever's cheap and nearby.
This is a culmination of 2 weeks of research and experiment. All the stuff in the gallery here did not work. According to many guys online, they all should, but they didn't because the facial recognition gets better and better. The filter I made in the last video is the other way that you can do this without painting directly on your face.
I hope this goes without saying, but something tells me I should. This is not an excuse to do blackface.
Gaza has gas, Sudan has gold, Congo has cobalt. It's a tragedy that because of Western imperialism, every nation is going through some form of genocide.
And to prove that this worked, I uploaded this to one of the facial recognition search engines, a service that absolutely should not exist, and it couldn't even tell that I had a face. Got him. However, with my glasses on, it actually did find me. Your glasses are an incredible context clue of where your eyes ought to be. But with sunglasses, it couldn't figure out where my eyes were, and it lost all that data. There are a million better tutorials than I could give, but even crappy drag makeup works really well, even with glasses on. Based on all my experiments, the best options are blobs plus sunglasses, drag-style makeup that ignores your natural shape, or if you really want to be a hero, both.
This is gonna be a nightmare to take off.
And if the beat live, you know Lil Ju made it. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit. Post me a pic, finna make me a profit. When the liquor hit, then the bitch get toxic. Why the fuck you in the club when niggas wild? I've been lit since brunch, that shit. Order 42 for the table, let's pop shit. Missionaire or doggy style on my top shit. Pussy ass niggas hating on me from the closet.
Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.